Challenger Investment Management, or CIM, started in 2005. The decision was really driven by a need for more tailored investment solutions, more focus on credit-intensive parts of the market than was available at that time. So rather than go out and try to find something that didn't really exist at that point, Challenger decided to create it themselves.
When I first started at Challenger, many of the CIM team were at the very start of their investment careers. Now you look at them, they're heads of the business, they're market leaders, and that's something I'm really proud to be a part of.
I was on the sell side and CIM was one of my clients. My client then is my boss now. And sitting at the opposite side of the table through the GFC, you learn a lot about the character.
The global financial crisis was really the perfect storm to hit the business. That really developed, I guess, our confidence in the investment process and the investment capability and what we were trying to do.
CIM team have a team with members of various skills, members that have managed through multiple cycles before the GFC, in fact.
It gave management confidence in what we were doing, and they really bought into the process. And we've seen that in the decades that have followed, that we've had really good institutional support, and that stability and permanency of capital is so critical.
CIM team have things like a independent credit risk team. They have monthly valuations where they mark every private asset to market. And they also have a conflicts of interest infrastructure in place so they can manage those properly, all for the benefit of their clients.
The secret behind CIM's growth has been the ability to invest in both public and private markets.
Our investment philosophy's key belief is be active in as many markets as possible so you can dial up and down depending on which markets present the best attractive opportunities with a focus on relative value. CIM has evolved from primarily an internal manager for Challenger Life Company into a broad-based, genuine third-party funds management business, largely over the last decade. That transformation has been incredible.
We have had an office in the UK since 2017.
That invests in those global markets, really focused on developed markets and focused more on the investment grade end of the credit spectrum.
And that team continues to expand to allow us to invest across US, Europe and Australasia.
In 2017, we launched our first commingled fund, the Credit Income Fund.
It is a combination of both public and private asset expertise within the team.
And is unique in so much as it offers monthly liquidity with a 10% fund level gate.
It's a defensive portfolio that has a weighted average investment grade rating.
And I think one thing that really drove our decision to launch a product of this nature was our absolute focus on being investment led in the products that we bring to market.
More recently, the pivotal milestones has included the launch of the Multi-Sector Private Lending Fund in 2020, followed by the launch of the Private Lending Opportunities Fund.
The menu has really expanded. We've launched multiple funds to market. We've expanded our distribution into high net worth and wholesale, which would have been unimaginable a decade or so ago. All of this has only been possible because of a relentless focus on our clients and their investment objectives, while marrying it up with our very talented investment professionals and the magic they create.
CIM has always been very disciplined in their approach. When they develop strategies, they're meant to be for the long run. They're not growing the business too fast. They don't compromise on the things that they need. They don't just try to do a deal to stretch for yield. Definitely focused on the long game.
Our relationships with the non-banking community here in Australia go back 20 years. And over those 20 years, we've grown to understand their businesses.
Really thoughtful mandate and product design has given us that patient capital, has allowed us to be investment led, and has enabled us to deliver those consistent returns. So that's something I'm extremely proud of. Challenger Group as a business is really focused on providing investment outcomes for people through their entire life, and especially in retirement. Challenger Investment Management is a big part of that solution by providing those investment returns that back the products and offerings that we bring to market. And I'm super excited for the next 10 to 20 years and being a part of that journey for Australians and for Challenger.